Think about evaluation. I don't want you to think about it as a bunch of people are evaluating you. Instead, I want you to think about it as a 4-year process to help you become a master teacher at Bakersfield College. And the people who are on your evaluation team are on your master teacher support team. Okay? So let's repeat. Not evaluation team, master teacher support team, right? Keep that in mind as we go through this. The evaluation process has been streamlined, but it is still 4 years. Every year for your first 4 years, your master teacher support team will get together with you. It'll be in the fall of each year. And there are a few things that you will have to turn in every time they meet. You'll also have student evaluations in those semesters as well. And I have to tell you a secret. This process has just been changed, partially because there are so many of you. And our deans would have died. But that benefits you. The process has been streamlined. I need my book for this, it's so new. So here what will happen every year. Early in the semester, you'll be asked for the one person you want on your committee, because there are 4 people on your committee. Your dean, your chair, a department representative, and someone of your choosing. And that someone can be someone from inside of your discipline or someone from outside of your discipline. So keep that in mind. If you particularly like something that you've seen somebody else do on campus and you'd like them to be part of your process of becoming a master teacher, you can ask them, you know, I'd really like it if you join my evaluation team so that I can gain your insight on how to become a master teacher. You're allowed to do that. It's your representative, all right? Also, in your packet that you turn in, which is very brief, only your first year do you need to turn in your teaching and service philosophy. Now, you've already done that. You all had it in your packet when you, I'm not a morning person, and thank you, applied. So you already have that. You'll just add that to the packet. That'll be for people who were not on the team that hired you, so that they'll be able to see what your teaching and service philosophy is. You'll also have 3 goals and achievements since your last evaluation. So for those of you who have been with BC for years as an adjunct or as emergency hires, you'll be able to go back to your previous evaluations and any time since then. For those of you who were just hired, you might include as one of your achievements that you were hired and that you have learned how to navigate the BC system. That could be another goal or achievement, and that you have succeeded in your first few weeks of teaching at BC, because you just got here. In terms of your goals, these need to be measurable and achievable within 1 year. Okay? You will also have, and this is the part that has always been scary for a lot of people, because it's always felt like a moving target, something called the SLO narrative. That's the student learning outcome narrative. Now, over the summer, as a brand new department chair, I decided, and also as a member of the assessment committee, I decided I didn't want it to be a moving target for my faculty. So I developed this SLO narrative tutorial to help you through the process. And whether you have been at BC for 3 weeks, or whether you've been at BC for 15, 16 years, this will help you put together that tutorial. So there's a brief introduction to the tutorial about why we assess student learning and also how student learning outcomes fit the college mission. And you'll be able to take yourself through the entire thing. It's very brief. It's not going to take you a whole lot of time to complete. You'll probably want to put together about 5 or 6 hours total to put together and assess your activity, so before and after. All right? So there's some information that will help you get through the process. Oops, it's not letting me go forward. What am I?
And this is available on bandwidth, or?
This,
You need to scroll down.
yeah, I need to scroll down.
2 fingers.
Your Macness is horrible.
2 fingers. There you go.
Ah,
It's
why do
really
people
not that
use
hard.
Macs? Okay. I know, but it's not what I use. All right. Your process of building your assessment will help you to understand not only how to do assessment, especially if you already know how to do assessment because you've done it in other places, but it'll also teach you a little bit about the campus. It'll show you how to access previous course assessments in your area. It'll help you to choose which student learning outcome to focus on in your assessment. There we go. How to analyze that student learning outcome using the verbs. You'll learn how important that is. 2 fingers. Wait, 2 fingers. Oh, it's long. Okay. And you'll choose whether to develop a formative or summative assessment activity. And if you don't know what that is, there's a link to help you understand. There's so much of this. There we go. And then this is my favorite page. This is a page that gives you resources to help you to not only develop this assessment, but also to develop a wide variety of activities for your classes. And I had so much fun. I found things that I didn't know about, and I've been teaching for 23 years. So I hope that this will help you not only with this process, but also in your classes throughout the semester. And then some ways to assess the classroom activity, and then finally, analyzing your results. So it's a simple process. You only have to do it with one classroom activity within the first 3 weeks of class because you have to turn in your narrative in about the 4th week. So this will give you something that you can complete and accomplish before you have to have that first evaluation meeting. And then finally, the very last thing you do is write your Year 1 SLO narrative. In contract, the words are a brief narrative summarizing assessment of SLOs in classes or service area. The faculty member shall explain how assessment findings influenced or informed his or her teaching or services. So for your first year, what you need to do is use the results of the activity or assignment you developed or refined in the earlier sections of the tutorial and write a 200 to 500 word summary of how the assessment findings informed your choices in the activity or assignment. Make sense? Questions? Yes, Olivia?
Do you have to use all your SLOs?
No. Just one and just one activity. Because they added the word brief, by the way.
Will that be added to our Canvas?
It will, won't it, Bill?
The
Oh,
tutorial?
link to it? Yeah, we need to get you in there as students for this course
Right,
in
okay.
Canvas because it's a separate course. But I also think that I have the ability to link. We'll see if we can make it easy, and if not, I'll have somebody in my office just add all of your names to that as students, so it will appear on your dashboard. Oh, okay. Okay?
Other questions? No other questions? All right. Thank you so much, and I'm so glad you're here. Welcome to BC.